The much-anticipated sequel to 2017's stellar Breath of the Wild is upon us, and certainly in terms of boss battles, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom does not disappoint. With a colourful cast of new and returning enemies to square up to, plus a multitude of new weapons and abilities, players will surely find multiple ways to tear through the game's memorable boss encounters. Here are the ranked top 10 boss fights in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. 10. Black HINOX. These bungling one-eyed monsters make a return from Breath of the Wild, and like fellow returners Lionel, Gleeok, and TALUS, HINOX comes in more than one variation. HINOX's black variation isn't found lumbering around Hyrule's pastures though. No. Captured by Master Yoga's Yiga clan, lurking in the darkness of the Forest Colosseum, the Black HINOX is a tougher foe, adorning metal greaves that are hard to break. Dinking an arrow into its one eye is the most surefire way to stun this sleepy Cyclops. It wriggles childlike with every direct shot. In truth, not the most challenging of Link's boss battles in Tears of the Kingdom, but it's certainly great to see these iconic mini-bosses return. 9. Master KOHGA. In total, Link will face the leader of the Yiga clan 4 times throughout Tears of the Kingdom. All bouts take place in the treacherous depths, with KOHGA lying in wait with his latest battle contraptions: monster-wheeled battering rams, ramshackle planes, boats, and culminating in a giant Zonai construct. The last encounter versus the Zonai construct presents the most challenge, with KOHGA equipped with homing bombs and laser beams, plus a defensive matrix that'll deflect any arrows Link flicks from his bow. Beating each of the lovably irritating Master KOHGA's questline battles nets Link a Schema Stone, with a schematic for the auto-build system the ultimate reward. 8. Muktarok. Scourge of the Water Temple, Muktarok is a slimy, sludge-covered shark, whose Achilles heel is water. So, utilizing Sidon's water bubble attacks to wipe clean the shark's sludgy exterior is the best strategy to reveal the squid-like Muktarok in true form. Another endearing enemy, the best bet once Muktarok's shark shell is removed is to whip repeatedly with melee weaponry. Spewing waves of sludge aside, Muktarok isn't especially challenging, just a slippery fellow whose pools of slurry will need cleaning up, else they'll be able to swim away too rapidly for Link's melee attack. 7. Flux Construct. Up next on this countdown of the best boss fights in Tears of the Kingdom is Flux Construct, a towering new mini-boss encounterable on numerous occasions throughout Link's odyssey through Hyrule. These towering box-like giants present both a puzzle and a fight, the former being to identify Flux Construct's weak spots before unleashing a torrent of firepower once that weak spot has been exposed. Bouts against Flux Construct are the perfect opportunity to test out Link's new Ultra Hand ability, grabbing cubes to expose Flux Construct's weak glowing parts, and then attacking the Construct's core source of power. 6. Phantom Ganon. Another multi-part boss battle in this rundown, the spectral version of Ganondorf appears 3 times throughout Link's journey in Tears of the Kingdom. Revealing himself as a colossal brute under the Deku tree, Phantom Ganon also replicates multiple apparitions of himself to confuse Link during a scrap within Hyrule Castle. These clones zip and teleport about the palatial arena, and their skull-crushing hammer blows deal immense damage. The Demon King's Phantom Saboteur is not a boss to be trifled with. 5. Seized Construct. Into the top 5 of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom's best boss battles, and it's the Scour of the Spirit Temple Seized Construct taking the number 5 spot. Trapping Link in a makeshift wrestling ring, Seized Construct, a contraption possessed by the Demon King, can certainly take a walloping. Pretty much anything Link hurls or swings in its direction does minimal damage on contact, Instead, ironically enough, the most effective strategy to taking down this mechanical beast is to whack it when stunned into the ropes of its own boxing ring, lining the edge of the arena, the electrical charge taking chunks off its health bar. 4. Marbled Goma. Marbled Goma is amongst the most satisfying bosses to defeat in Tears of the Kingdom. It's a hulking rocky cave crab with pummeling legs that'll deal tons of damage should Link accidentally tread under its feet. Aided by companion Yunobo, Link can charge and fling Yunobo's attack to destroy Marbled Goma's legs, leaving its weak eye wide open for a beating. Repeat this action a handful of times and Marbled Goma will have had enough, deciding instead to drop bombs from the ceiling during the battle's second phase. The only difference here is Link will have to aim Yunobo's attack airwards to bring down the rocky behemoth. 3. Queen GIBDO. Amongst the freakiest boss designs found in Tears of the Kingdom is number 3 on this countdown, the Scourge of the Lightning Temple herself, Queen GIBDO. An exoskeletal moth-like monstrosity, Queen GIBDO lurks in the depths of Lake Hylia, possessing a tough outer shell impervious to most attacks, whilst unleashing her own whirlwind sandstorm attacks. These multi-tornado sandstorms, alongside a charge assault, makes Queen GIBDO a powerful foe, although admittedly these attacks can be avoided fairly easily. Now, it's during the second encounter with Queen GIBDO, once the Lightning Temple puzzle has been completed, with Link and Riju entering her lair, that things get dicey. During this phase, Queen GIBDO can summon a mob of GIBDO moths and mummies that'll swiftly ambush and overwhelm our pair of heroes. Destroying the bulbs dotted along the lair's perimeter reveal shafts of sunlight, powerful to turn the GIBDO mob into ash, and the Queen herself vulnerable to Riju's lightning strike. 2. KOHGA. In the skies high above Hebra is one of the most memorable and enjoyable boss battles throughout the entirety of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, the runner-up on this rundown, KOHGA. Guarding the air surrounding the Hebron Wind Temple, Link's encounter with KOHGA is essentially one white-knuckle skydiving session, with the centipede-esque frame of KOHGA periodically exposing a glowing glass-like weak spot for Link to either fling arrows through or just hurtle headfirst at speed, smashing KOHGA's center into shards of neon glass. Avoid its tornado and skyward spike attacks and Link is golden, free-falling to victory. 1. Ganondorf. Of course, it had to be, didn't it? The number 1 boss battle and culmination of Link's journey through Hyrule in Tears of the Kingdom is the epic final showdown with the King of Evil himself, Ganondorf. An exhilarating 3-pronged battle, the first phase of which is a traditional one-on-one, although Ganondorf in this guise is impervious to melee attacks. Phase 2, and Ganon recalls his phantom apparitions from earlier in the game, although these don't pose as much of a problem for Link as he probably imagines, on account of Link's sage accomplices serving as distraction. The second half of this phase, with Ganon having stunned Link's companions, is where things hot up. Still in essence a straight-up sword fight, Ganondorf is at his most fierce here. The final phase is an airborne dragon versus dragon showdown, an epic dogfight of light and dark that'll live long in the memory. So what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.